They are your local experts in helping you develop healthy habits, and today Jay Luck is here from Wisconsin Hypnosis with an exciting event coming up.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay, we're going to get to that event in just a minute, but let's talk a little bit about first why it's so hard to lose weight and to quit smoking and to change those habits. Now you say it's about addiction.
Well, it's an addiction to stress.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds odd, yeah.
So, and actually, if you think about it, cigarettes really aren't an addiction physically. Even Mayo Clinic says it's a habit, not an addiction. What it is you're addicted to a ritual. Smoke when I drive, smoke when I have a cup of coffee, smoke when I have a beer. Food is the same thing. Food's related to stress. Food and not exercising is related to stress. So what happens is that when we're stressed about some event, we will eat more, or we'll sit on the couch instead of taking care of ourselves and doing things that energize ourselves. So one of the reasons diets don't succeed, that they fail so miserably, is because we aren't dealing with the stress. When you deal with the stress, all of a sudden you just open up, you feel good, you want to do more things, you want to be active. It's like this. Our body naturally wants to have lots of energy and live a long time. So it's attracted to food that does that, or to activities that do it. But guess what? You have a piece of cake. That's a head thing. That's an emotional thing. That's birthdays, anniversaries, weddings. So you feel you have that emotional connection to it.
I thought it was the frosting.
Sorry, but it's not. And of course, there's a sugar high.
Sure.
But the thing is your body's really going, cake.
Yeah.
But your body wants celery and fruits and vegetables, and that's what your body wants. But
how do we get our body to talk to our mind?
Well, that's the thing, is we teach people how to change the stress about all of those things so that then they're attracted to the right things, and it becomes easy.
And we want to touch on the areas that hypnosis really is successful for. You kind of touched on them, smoking and weight loss.
Well, there's pain management, there's phobias, there's fear of getting on an airplane, there's fear of jumping out of an airplane if you want to go skydiving. There's so many things. It's like anything you feel stuck with is a candidate for hypnosis.
And why is hypnosis so successful? And we should let people know that, you know, this isn't the squawk like a chicken kind of thing that they're going to go to your office for.
Right. Well, here's the similar thing to that. I do stage shows half a dozen times a year, and a stage show is still the same as the office because they're volunteering. They're saying, pick me, I want to be on stage, I want to be silly. If somebody doesn't want to be on stage, trust me, I don't want them on stage either. But that's the same thing in the office. They have to want to. There's a little thing I do when I do a stage show where I say, you might be wondering who can or cannot be hypnotized. And it's really simple. It's one, someone who's drunk can't be hypnotized. They can't focus. Someone who has an IQ less than 70 can't be hypnotized because they can't focus. And of course, someone who does not want to be. But anyone who wants to be can be.
We mentioned you have a special event coming up. We're going to pause and take a quick listen to what people have to say about it.
Was different techniques or tools to use to change behaviors.
I, Robert Maxia, love being a healthy, fit, successful, organized, charismatic individual, now and always.
How's that feel?
It feels good.
What'd you come here for?
I came here to learn how to read people.
And well, how'd that go?
Great.
You just spent a couple days with us this weekend. What have you learned?
First of all, that I need to take time for myself because this 2.5 days I've been here, not with the worldly stuff that I'm supposed to do, but I realized this is what I was supposed to do.
I've learned how to be calm and easy, and that is easy.
Okay, so it's called a perceptioneering workshop. What does that mean?
It means you get to perceive your own brain better. Like imagine you could perceive the truth about what you're thinking about something if you're stuck. Like what are you really stuck with? You learn how to see it different. You also learn how to see other people different. We teach you how to read other people better than you ever have before. People, it's like you've heard of rapport building, right? It's about rapport.
Yeah.
So if you and I are going to communicate better, we have to really take a minute and listen to what's really going on and hear it and see it. It's like 93% of communication is body language, right? If I'm sitting here like this talking to you, it appears that I don't really care about you, right? But so body language is a way to perceive what's really going on with people. So we do this 4-day workshop, which is phenomenally amazing. People come out of there changing their lives after 4 days because they perceive things different about themselves. We've had people come out of there and finally deal with a daughter's suicide and finally able to come to terms with it, finally realizing it's not my fault that this happened and I miss my daughter and all that, but now I can be over the drama. People have road rage. We no longer have road rage by the end of the weekend. Have relationships get better. Have marriages get better. It's really, I can't even describe it. What happens? It's so fun. We start the first day by saying, what do you want to solve? What do you want to have done by the end of the 4 days? And that's what we do. We make sure that that happens. It's a ton of fun. I bring in the guy that's my mentor, the best hypnotist probably in the country, Scott McFall, to do this workshop. And he's a magician besides. He even has some Houdini original sets.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of fun. We do a little magic too. But I don't know how to describe it other than the fact that people come in, they want to change how they perceive things, break habits, patterns, and beliefs, and 4 days later it's over.
All right. Well, the workshop is happening on April 26th through the 28th in Appleton. Here's the number to call or text. It's 612-868-8177.
And it's normally over $1,000. And Jay, there's a big price break if you register early.
Normally $1,777. We're making it $577 if people register now. It does fill up, so I can't promise there'll be seats if you wait too long.
Okay. WisconsinHypnosisCenter.com.